Okay, we are recording. It is Monday, February 20th, and this is our Monday night team training call. Welcome, you guys. Thank you for taking the time to jump on. And for those of you who are watching this after the fact, thank you for watching. I don't have a long agenda today. I really don't. I think we covered so much last week. I'm hoping that everyone's had a chance to maybe watch and re-watch the training call from last Monday, because I did cover an awful lot of stuff, which kind of leads me up to the main topic, which is this 14-day training program that we are going to start on March 1st. This is going to be my team and anybody that you guys sign between now and then in a private group on Facebook, going through 14 days of detailed. Francis is already in the group that's going on right now, and Francis, of course, you're welcome to join us for another round. But it is going to be 14 days of really kind of step-by-step what to do to get your business launched. It's going to challenge you. It's going to challenge you guys to go live. It's going to challenge you to step out of your comfort zone. But I think it's important to get that out on the table. I did a video this afternoon promoting it to the world, not only in our event, but publicly, because I want people to know that this is not a situation where they're going to sign up and they're going to get left behind, whether it's this week or 12 months from now. This Monday night call will be happening. And if nobody shows up, I'm going to go ahead and record it, and then I will post it on the team thread with my agenda items. But I hope people show up. I hope you bring your questions. Let's talk about your successes and your challenges from the week. I'm struggling with a cold. I'm nasally, so I'm hoping I don't go into a fit of coughing and sneezing here. Okay, so guys, make sure you're promoting that. And when you're promoting it, it's our team. It's my team. I'm co-hosting it with the leaders on my team. Use the wording that is going to gain you the most confidence in getting the information out to people, to let them know that this is an exclusive training program, and I'll run it. I guess my plan's probably to run it once a month, depending on how quickly the team grows and how quickly, I'm sure everybody just got that same text, where everybody is in different stages of their business. And we might do a phase 2 for those who get through that initial 2 weeks, but feel like they might need a little bit more ongoing engagement training. We might do a second phase of training. But I don't like to overdo it. I think this business is pretty simple. This isn't, Francis and I did a 3-way today with a gal, and I told her, the benefit is we're not announcing a new product every 6 weeks or every 8 weeks like I was at Beachbody. We were having to get behind new fitness programs. It's not like that. Once you have the ball, once this ball is rolling forward and your momentum is going, it's just repeating. And I think where people get sideways, including myself, you guys, I had a huge amount of momentum at the beginning of February, and then I got really sick. So I had like 4 days where I was barely on Facebook. I've been struggling to just be present because I've been so sick. But I think consistency is key, and in doing these same things, these events that we're doing, these will go on forever as long as we find them valuable. But it's about staying present, staying visible, going live. I'm a true believer that going live is going to make or break your business. I want to share with you guys an app that I downloaded. It's called Fiverr. It's Fivvr. This is an app that will allow you to order things like cover photos, and I'm going to be publishing a new cover photo on my like page tomorrow that I paid $11 for. I sent this guy a few different photos, and I told him what I'm doing. I told him the premise of my business, and he is in the process of designing 4 different cover photos that are they're professional, they're catchy, and it's something that I don't have. I can sit and overanalyze something like that, you guys, for 2 hours. I can design a cover photo, but I'm going to analyze it up one side and down another. I can pay this guy $11, and it's done in 24 hours, and it's the most fabulous. And they'll do ad photos for you, personal page cover photos, and it's super cheap. And I just randomly picked a guy. I use I think it's called Designs by Brad, or Brad's Designs or something, but I've used a couple of them. So Fiverr, Fivvr. Keep in mind when you're designing cover photos, you want to keep your text to 20% or less of your photo space, because you're going to get to the point eventually where you're going to want to promote your page to get more likes, or you're going to want to promote an ad to get more engagement on the ad. And Facebook will not approve an ad if the text in the ad is more than 20%. So keep that in mind. Don't put across the top, you know, like my refer 3, get 1 or get yours free ad would never be approved because there's way too much text on it. So keep that in mind as you're designing new cover photos for your like pages. I am going to put this out there now that in an ongoing effort to just get engagement and people, there's different things that make different people tick. This training Zoom every week is going to make or break a deal with somebody next week, because there are people that have signed up with multi-level marketing companies that have been left in the dust. They got very little training, they got very little direction, and they're leery. They're leery of investing their money and being left in the dust again. So I would encourage everybody to use this call, invite people to just sit in on this call. They're just going to sit here and be muted while we go through our process. But I think it's important to advertise, for lack of a better word, the culture of our team, and that we are here for the long term. And Marion's people should know that even if Marion's not on the call, I'm going to be on the call. Sharon's going to be on the call. Somebody's going to be on this call generating ideas and bouncing ideas off of one another every single Monday night going forward. That's something I lacked in my previous business with my upline. It was very hit or miss. And there were weeks that went by that I didn't have any engagement with my team at all, with my upline team. And sometimes you just kind of feel like you're spinning your wheels out there by yourself. And I don't want anybody to feel like that. So make sure that you're sharing this call with people and invite them to sit in. The Vegas launch, I think everybody's very well aware. Friday the 24th is coming up this week, and this is when this opportunity officially launches. So you guys should be using that information in your posts and in your videos to let people know that when you're talking about a ground floor opportunity, this is it. And the way that these businesses are grown, we haven't even hit that upward slope yet. That upward slope begins this week on Friday when this opportunity officially launches. So use that to get people excited. I think everybody got, I tagged everyone today in Alicia's post about going into your back office and switching the SMS text notification to yes. I know I just got my text notification that Matt Morrow is speaking on the call right now. So hopefully you guys have all signed up for that, because they want to start communicating with us via text, which is kind of fun. As a follow-up to last week's call, I'm still waiting to hear on the business card template. I'm assuming that everybody at corporate is literally just, their heads are spinning trying to get ready for this launch this weekend. So I'm going to let it lie, and if I run into the guy who I emailed, I'll hit him up in Vegas. But otherwise, I'll address that again when I get back. But I'm trying to get the address thing removed from the business card, and then I want to make sure that we can put our titles on there as far as those of us who are master sellers or elite founding members or whatever, you know, elite member that you want to put on there. So that's still pending. So the event that I opened this morning, and I'm sorry I didn't get it done yesterday, you guys. I fell asleep with Cooper when I put him to bed last night. I had intentions of working late, and it just, my body said otherwise. So I went to sleep early. I got the event open this morning, and I went ahead and opened it for 2 weeks. That's the maximum amount of time that Facebook allows you to hold an event. So this one will run 2 weeks, and we'll just continue to add and invite over the next 2 weeks, and hopefully that will help you guys in getting people interested. I know Francis invited like 45 people today. I invited like 350 this morning. I invited my B's and my C's this week. I hope everyone's had a chance to check out RisingStarTraining.com. RisingStarTraining.com is Austin Zuloff's training site, and Austin Zuloff is our up. He's the highest. I think he was the one that was first contacted to launch this company. But it was interesting. I was in there today, and I was kind of going, yeah, I mean, this is okay, but I don't really get it. Well, then I went up and clicked on the drop-down, like the little menu thing with the lines, and there's a training button, and you go to training, and there's probably 25 videos to watch in there for training. So I was just looking at his main page going, I don't really get it. This doesn't seem like a training site. So if you go on there, make sure you click on the menu and click on training, because it'll be a lot more helpful. And there's a ton of training videos. I encourage you, if you can get one a day in, that's going to be my goal before I go to bed every night, is to get one a day, and just some are 5 minutes and some are 25 minutes. Has everybody set business hours? Have you gotten far enough along in your business where you've carved out some time every day or during the week to actually work your business?
This is Frances. I'm doing it a little bit. I've set like 45 minutes in the morning, and then I have an hour kind of separated in 30-minute increments in the evening, only because I am in grad school and I still do work full time. So that's the best thing that works for me, at least.
Okay, perfect. But you have your time set aside, and you know, even if you have 30 minutes, but that's going to be committed to your business. Marion, I see you seem to have a game plan. What is your game plan as far as business hours? Oops, hang on, you're muted. Go ahead.
I usually do a couple hours in the afternoon into the early evening. So like 2 to 6 or something like that. And then if I have any calls like we're going to do tonight. So.
Right.
But I have a couple hours because I'm kind of semi-retired. So.
Perfect. So you have the time. Perfect. Well, and those are good hours to have. I think, you know, the evening hours, at least for me, are super hard to carve out because life gets busy at home with the kid and the husband's home and dinner and laundry and everything that doesn't happen during the day. But those hours, depending on your time zone, between 5:30 and 9:30 at night, if you can figure out how to get your posts and your live videos in during that time frame, and I can't always, sometimes I have to go live because that's what works for me. You just hope that it gets enough traction on Facebook, and you'll see people in our groups that say, "Hey, can I get some love or some like on my recent post?" And that's great. Likes don't help. They have to be comments to actually get them pushed back to the top of the news feed. So yeah, if you guys see a video out there of mine, or if I see one of yours, we should be commenting on everybody's stuff because it pushes it towards the top. And the more we comment, the more people see it. But my point is, did those prime hours, those dinner time hours, and those hours where people are not quite going to bed yet, those are prime time exposure hours on Facebook. So if you can carve out that time to get out there, and if you're going to go live, do it at 6:30 at night. I've had the best results from that. Miss Sharon, how has your week been? Hang on, let me unmute you. Go ahead. Hi, Sean. How are you, buddy? There's my answer.
Yeah, and his sister was out of town, so it's just me and him. So yeah.
Say no more. I get it.
Yeah, didn't get much done.
Sharon's doing single mom, and she's got a daughter in club volleyball.
Yes.
Yeah, so I get it. Listen, you'll get there. You just have to, first of all, decide on a business name.
Yes.
Decide on a business name. Okay, it's time.
Okay.
If you want to talk about overanalyzing,
I know.
She's
yes.
the smartest person I know on this planet, and she will overanalyze this business name until the cows come home. But
yes, but I do have to talk to you within the next couple of weeks about a wine tasting that I have possibly a place for and a group to do with. So
that would be awesome. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well, I ask these questions, you guys, because it really is the key to getting things rolling. If you're not committing the time, if you're not saying to myself, okay, I've got 3 hours a week and this is what I'm going to do, you will continue to struggle to get your business off the ground. I just encourage you to set aside some time, really focus on your list. Everybody should be working from a list of people. Mine is on paper because that's how I roll. To me, to sit down and open Excel or open whatever the other one that people was using, I can't even think of the name of it, and to put people in right now, I don't have time. I'm talking to so many people, and I'm sure in 6 months from now I will regret that. But right now, everything for me is pen and paper, and it's old school, and it's highlighting with stars if they're interested. Whatever system works for you. There are people that are running their businesses off of very structured Excel spreadsheets and programs on their phones. I'm not saying you have to do that. Just make sure you're keeping a list and that you're not using your Facebook Messenger to scroll. I spent Friday, my days are all mixed up because the kid's out of school. I spent Friday, I think it was, I sent 330 messages on Friday. And that was people that have responded to my Disney post and to another post I had done on Instagram. And it took me about a little under 3.5 hours to message 330 some people. it's time consuming, and sometimes you feel like, is this really what's going to be making me money? Am I doing the right thing to move my business forward? Slowly since then, I mean, it's been 3 or 4 days now, those people are slowly getting those messages and responding. I think what we have to remember too is not everybody's on Facebook every single day like we are. They're not posting. There's people that open Facebook once a week. So be patient with folks. Don't give up on them, and continue to follow up. I have an interesting story to kind of close out. I was sending messages to everybody on my Disney post, and I got a response, and it was Alicia's mother. Alicia is my upline sponsor, and I sent her a message saying, hey, I forget her name now. Thank you so much for, following my post. I appreciate you, I had blah, blah, blah. I said all this, and, can I send you information on the wine business? And she responds and says, well, I already know everything I need to know because my daughter, Alicia, and I'm like, oh my gosh, insert foot. But it just goes to show that I'm not discriminating. If you like my post, you're going to get a message from me, even if you are my upline's mother. So she gave me a high five for effort and said, keep up the good work. But it's don't count anybody out, you guys. I have talked to more people. I have had more no's this week. And I've had a lot of not yets. Tax returns aren't out yet, you guys. So once the IRS, I don't get a tax return, unfortunately. I don't know when the IRS is releasing those, but I see a big growth spurt in our team as soon as that happens, because I know I personally have 4 or 5 people waiting on tax returns to sign up. So be patient and follow up with folks. Don't count them out until they tell you to count them out. And then kind of on a totally separate side note, I wanted to let everybody know that I still have an open fitness and nutrition challenge group on Facebook. If anybody wants to join us, there are no products being promoted. I am no longer officially with Beachbody. It's just a group of about 70 women that I've gotten to know really well over the last 3 years who are trying to get healthy. And I just wanted to put that out there, that if you guys need some extra motivation in your fitness and nutrition journey, let me know and I'll get you added to that group. It's just kind of a fun place to check in every day and talk about what's going on in your health and fitness. So with that said, what questions can I answer for you guys?
I heard that after the Vegas launch that something's going to change with the ranks. That the ranks aren't going to change, but the qualifications. Do you have any idea what that's going to be?
I have not heard that. Where did you hear that at?
They said it was on the Saturday call, which I haven't had a chance to watch, but I think it was on one of the groups, Winealicious or something. Somebody was talking about it, and they said that the ranks haven't changed, but the qualifications are going to change.
The ranks haven't changed, but I have not heard that, and I have not listened to last Saturday's call. I tried to dial in today, hoping that the code would get me into like the recording, but I don't think they've actually posted the recording of that call yet.
Yeah, because I haven't done it yet either. I don't know why. I probably haven't.
That's interesting. I do expect some changes, because that's typically kind of what happens after the pre-launch of the company. Unfortunately, we don't know. I think it's all speculation at this point. I'm not really sure that there's anything concrete, but certainly I'm going to be giving you guys live as I get to know information in Vegas. I fly in early Friday morning, and I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and I come home on Sunday. So I'll give you guys a play-by-play of everything that I hear. I'll try to go live when I can.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, who knows? I don't really know, because I've never been around at this stage of a business like this.
Right.
I don't doubt that there are changes coming down the pipeline. I don't know anything about that yet.
Okay, thank you. Well, you have a fun time there.
Thank you. I'm excited. I have got to buy something to wear. I'm getting spoiled at the Master Sellers dinner Friday night.
Yeah.
VIP, red carpet, everything. So I'm super.
That's gonna be great. Yeah. I'm having a wine tasting at my house Friday night for the launch.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So awesome. if there's anything live or something, I might be able to catch it and show some of the people.
Yeah, for sure. I will post what I can. I know Friday night we peel off. I think it's at 7:30 Mountain Standard Time to go to the dinner. So that's going to be 8:30 your time. So I'll let you know if there's anything. I don't expect big announcements until Saturday. We're in training from 9 to 4 on Saturday, so I'm sure that's going to kind of announcements.
Right. I know I saw on one of the videos too, I watched on the company one, that Mr. Greenfield does some of the wine tastings, and he will do it. Only that he's going to be in Vegas, or I would have asked him. He comes like FaceTime, like this, and we'll talk to the people at your wine tasting.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I'm going to try for March, because I'm going to try to do one a month. So I'm going to try to get him to do my March one.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
Yeah,
Well,
I think
I saw a video, I think it was in the YMC group, of Austin Zulop showing up at a big party in, like, I want to say Philadelphia or something.
Yes, Sheila, I saw that one too. I was like, what? Come to Indianapolis.
I know. No, I told Brandy, because Brandy Kidd, she's on our team. She lives here in Phoenix, and she's having a wine tasting here in a couple weeks. I said, listen, I will do my best to try to live up to that, because I mean, the excitement that this guy exudes about this business is just, I mean,
amazing.
You get somebody like that on the phone at a wine tasting, and oh my God, it's a home run.
Yep.
And I'm willing to, you guys, not that I exude that much excitement, but I am totally willing to, if I'm not in your city, I will Zoom in, I will Skype in, I will speak at your wine tasting. If you can get everybody quiet in the room for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, I would love to get on and tell them about the business.
Oh, good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Want me to play? I'll get fluffy and I'll talk my head off on Skype.
I love it.
Yes, I'm actually going to have my first one at my house the day after my birthday on the 3rd. But then I was talking to my mom, and she's like, hey, why don't you have a tasting the day before your sister's wedding with everyone that's just going to be hanging out here? And I'm like, that would actually really work.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to do that one in New York, which is a whole different set of people than here in Indianapolis. I mean, New York City is New York City. So that should be fun.
That's great. That is a great.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, you guys, it doesn't have to be all about wine tasting. I mean, I've seen people already piggyback wine tastings on a million different things. I mean, baby showers, and there's somebody on our team who does the candle thing, and so she's doing lip something and wine, and don't get lipstick on your glass. I mean, there's so many different, like, creative ways. And I know, Marion, you're doing another business, and Francis is dabbling in Beachbody. I mean, there's lots of different things going on, and there's a way to team these things up. I mean, my message to everybody is you can totally do both, because wine is wine and everything else is everything else. So I think there's a lot of ways to slip this into, just getting social and getting the word out. But yes, that offer's out there. Give me enough notice, and I would love to Skype into your wine tasting and tell folks about it, and tell them about my success and the team in Vegas. And so yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Let me know. Okay, guys, well, that's all I have. I think, like I said, last week it was long. I had 3 pages. This week I tried to keep it short. But you guys, as we go through the week, if there's something where you're like, wow, I wish I knew more about this, or I wish tell me how to create an event. Let me know as we go through the week, and I will put those items on the agenda for this call so everyone will get an idea. If there's a question out there that you have, certainly 10 other people have it too. So make sure you're getting your questions to me. Stay engaged. I think you guys are doing a terrific job. Use the event. Use me, just like Marion did today. Use my success. Look in Wine Warriors. There's a post in there about other people's success. I mean, you guys, I feel like I've been super successful. I haven't even cracked the surface compared to what some people are doing on our team. So make sure that if you have somebody that's more big picture and they want to see, people making 5 figures a week right now, they're on our team. You just got to find them and get them involved. So thank you guys for carving out this time. I'm going to end the recording.